reading one-star reviews of my favorite books because apparently I love pain. Hey all, welcome back to my channel Read with Bindu. Here we talk about books, recommendations, reviews and all the bookish things. If that seems like your jam, hang around. For today's video, we are doing something little different, a little fun, reading one-star reviews of my all-time favorite books. Okay, this is all in fun, no hate to the people who wrote these reviews. I know reading is a very personal journey and everyone has their own opinions. Let's dive into the video. First up, I have The Stationery Shop of Tehran by Marjan Kamali. It is such a good book. I absolutely loved it. It is so poetic and lyrical. It is set in 1950s in Tehran and two teenagers fall in love. That's what the story is about. Let's see the reviews. The food descriptions in this novel were great and the cover art is lovely. If only this had been a cookbook. But alas, cookbook? That's what you have to say. But yeah, I have to agree. The food descriptions were so good. My mouth was watering. If I'm reading about saffron rice in such detail, that is a 5-star read for me. It was so good. The next review says, if you can't say anything good, don't say anything at all. What do you mean? There were so many good things happening in this entire book. Next review says, poor Walter who had to tolerate all of this. I have to agree, Walter. Justice for Walter. He deserves so much more. He's such a lovely character who deserves the best, but apparently not everyone gets the best. Okay, next up we have A Man Called Uva by Frederick Buckman. Again, this is one of my all-time favorites. This has all the best tropes like found family, healing, all such things. Found family is one of the most wholesome things ever. How can someone hate this book? I don't know. Let's see the one-star reviews. Utter tosh. This is bad in so many ways. Lame humor, stereotypical characters, predictable events, poor translation, a total waste of valuable reading time. How on earth do books like this become so successful? How can you say the time is wasted after reading this book? I do not agree at all. I love this book. Okay, next person says, it probably makes me foul mouth. Kermit John like Uma, but I'll say it anyway. I effing hated this book. I utterly predicted from the beginning and full of inane cliched observations about life. Okay, it may be a little predictable, but that's not the story about. If you're someone who's looking into plot and going into this book, I know you'll not like it, but this is about the characters, the character development. It's called literary fiction for a reason. Please don't hate on Uma. I love him. Okay, next up we have The Kite Runner by Khaled Hosseini. Again, this is one of the most heartbreaking books ever. I read this book a couple of years ago and it shattered my heart like anything. I still think about it sometimes. Let's see the one-star reviews. If you're wondering why I've rated this book 1 star, I'll tell you that as an Afghan that I found this book too extremely offensive, and most Afghans who have read this book also hated this book because clearly Khaled written this book to appeal to the American audience and have spread some harmful misinformation about Afghans in his books. When you get to the crux of the story, it's nothing but a pile of shit. Okay, I've deliberately put this review because if there is misinformation about Afghanistan, we do not know because all the information we know about other countries is through media or through literature. So every representation matters, everyone's voice matters. If you are someone who knows about the Afghan culture, please let me know what are all the mistakes that were there in this book. Because I don't know. All the things that I got to know were through his books mostly or through the media that we get to see. The next up we have The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. Again, this was such a dreamy book in a world of magic. I absolutely loved it. It is so slow paced, but in the best way possible. I just wanted to jump into the world and just stay there forever. Let's see the 1-star reviews. I'm scared. I don't know if this is just me, but I have absolutely no idea what was happening in this book. I was constantly confused and still don't know what the game was about. And that was kind of the main premise of the book. So, I agree, I still don't know what the game is about. But that's not the story about. It's about the dreamy world that we are living in. The world building is so good. I cannot get my brain to comprehend that someone can write a world building so good. It's so dreamy. You have to read this. The next 1-star review says, wow, this was the most boring book I've read in a very long time. Why don't you just kill me directly? It was far from boring. What do you mean boring? It is such an intricate world building, so detailed, so magical and mystical. I wouldn't call it boring, please. Okay, next up we have Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow by Gabrielle Zevin. Again, this is one of such books which ripped my heart, shattered it into pieces, but I still loved it anyways. The characters, Sam, Sadie, I love them. I want to save them with my entire heart. I just want to hug these characters. Let's see what the one-star reviews has to say. I sincerely wish I had not given into the hype around this book. I'm very glad I gave it to the hype around this book because I loved it. The next review says, this was pretentious drivel that read like it was written by a cis man half the time. Didn't really seem to know where the plot wanted to go and underused every character. But Sadie, who just happened to be the most annoying person I have ever met. I agree, Sadie is annoying at times. She is hard to deal with, but still, that's how humans are. It deals with the rawest part of humans, the realistic nature of the humans. That's how people are in the real world. What can we say? And I'm pretty sure Gabrielle Zevin is not a cis man. Okay, that's all I have for today's video. Some of them, they hit little too close to my heart. Let me in the comments below whether your favorite books are roasted as well. Please like and subscribe. See you in the next one. Bye bye.